Started when I was 7. My brother and I attending primary school not far from here, and one of the kids in our class who we were close family friends with said that he was going up to the soccer club to try out and give it a go, and we were interested in joining him, and we said why not. My father, Italian background, obviously had a real love for the sport, and this friend of ours, same sort of background, so we headed up here, and it started then, so that was in 1976.
I first started playing at Brighton when I was 7 years old, and it was the first club I was ever a part of. That was 14 years ago in such a loving and supportive environment, and it was at Brighton where I fell in love for football for what it is, and my first coach, Phil Bain. They were just such amazing influences, and I was the only girl in the team, and all the boys just always supported me, and I'm just super grateful to have that as my first experience of being at a club.
You know, there's so many opportunities for a club not to survive, and so to get through 100 years is amazing, and I think it's testament to the regeneration of families' interest in the sport and knowing they've got a safe environment, a performance environment. Every single person who comes into this environment gets an opportunity, and that opportunity and that camaraderie is why I think we're still here after 100 years.
For Brighton to really hold the club together, and credit to all those people, mainly volunteers across those years, and obviously they're doing something right because people keep wanting to come and play for Brighton Soccer Club, so it's really incredible achievement. I mean, I'm proud to have paid my part, 10 years worth, and I think there's plenty of people who have some really fond memories of this club.
I was so excited, like all day at school I was just so excited to get to Denty Park and play, and I think it was a sense of community that was the most amazing thing at Brighton. There's so many memories, and I often reflect on it now because I guess you do get a bit competitive and a bit in your head, and it's nice to reflect back on and think about those days at Brighton and playing for the team and just playing the game for the sake of the game, and you love it.
I think for me, that was the continuity of the group of kids we were with. The coaching staff was, pretty stable. There was parents involved back then, obviously. I was very lucky to stumble upon a coach, Mr. G we used to call him. His name was Oscar Gonzo, and he was very big on the sort of fundamentals of the game, and technique was super important. We did a lot of work on that. But I had that sort of coach continuity and that team continuity over probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, well, to have Paul's engagement all these years later is fantastic, and for him to speak so fondly of Brighton is great for us, and to see what he's done in the sport, everyone knows the standing he has in the community. So for him to come back now in our 100th year and celebrate with us in that way is terrific, and we thank Paul for that. And to see Grace, a young player, making her way in her career, still only 21 years of age, having spent 5 years here in her formative career and loving it and wanting to give her time to celebrate with us is an amazing thing as well. And that just goes back to the feel and the community and the camaraderie we have at the club.
It really is such a special place where it creates so many amazing players and people, so it's wonderful to see them celebrating 100 years, and I'm very excited to see everything that comes for Brighton in the future. Oh, I just love the club so much.